I stood in front of my math class the other day and I said, I want you to fail. And their mouths dropped. One kid, the kid who's always talking out, but you can't help but love the kid, he said, are you serious? And the super shy kid, he started looking around with a smirk on his face. He didn't know what to think. And another one, a boy I also taught in 3rd grade, he slammed his hand on the desk and then raised both hands in the air as if to say, what in the world? And a couple of well-behaved girls in the front, they just started nervously laughing, probably assuming I was not talking to them. But I was actually talking about all of them. You see, I had been in the middle of teaching a new concept, and every time I asked a question, it was like crickets. The same 2 hands shot up to give an answer, and I'd look around to see no one else daring to offer an answer. So I'd call out a name. How about you, Sam? How about you, Lila? What do you think? And all I'd get back were blank stares or eyes immediately dropping to stare at their desk. See, the thing was, I knew most of the kids had been listening to me and maybe even thinking about an answer, but they didn't want to get it wrong in front of the class. And that's why I said it, and I meant it. I wanted them to fail. I wanted them to take a chance, and if they got the answer wrong, great. That meant that they were trying, right? And could learn what they did wrong. We teachers, we want our students to take risks. I know it. It's even the topic of so much of our district professional development, right? Productive struggle, how mistakes lead to learning. But I really don't think that that message is quite getting to our students. And here's the thing. If you're anything like me, you want your students to feel safe enough to take academic risks. You want them to struggle a little and then bounce back stronger. But let's be real. Sometimes creating that kind of safe place can feel impossible when you're constantly dealing with behavior issues and emotional outbursts or just a room full of disconnected kids. That's why I created the Classroom Reset. That's my 6-month group coaching experience that's designed specifically for teachers like us. It gives practical, creative strategies to reset and rebuild your classroom culture, to reconnect with your students and get to a place where you can have real conversations with your students. Conversations that will really make a difference, where we can tell them point blank, I want you to struggle. I want you to fail a couple of times. It's good for you. Struggle is good. It makes you more resilient. It makes you stronger, and it helps you learn. So I want to encourage you to use one of those lines this week. Say it with love, say it with conviction, and shock them a little. See what happens. And if you're listening right now thinking, okay, I want to do that. I want to encourage my students to take risks and to fail forward, to grow. But the reality of your classroom just feels a little off. Please hear this. You're not alone. And there is something that you can do. That's why I'd love to invite you to join me in the Classroom Reset. It's a creative, teacher-centered program where we work together to rebuild your classroom from the inside out, focusing on calm, connection, and creativity to help your students re-engage, to focus on what's important, and really feel like they belong. You'll get that step-by-step path for reigniting your passion and creating the kind of learning environment where your kids are going to feel so safe to try, to fail, and to grow, and where you can actually enjoy teaching again. Sound pretty good? Well, come and learn more at theinspiredclassroom.com/reset. And be sure to listen in next week when I share a couple of surprises that have to do with the Classroom Reset. Actually, let me just share one with you right now. Starting this month, January 2026, welcome into the new year, I am adding in personalized support inside the Classroom Reset. I'm really excited about this. I've been toying around with it for the last few months with some of the teachers that are already in the Classroom Reset, where they send me their questions and we work together to formalize personalized answers that they need for their classroom, their students, their grade level, their style of teaching, It's so exciting for me to be able to work one-on-one with so many of the teachers that are inside the Classroom Reset. So personalized one-to-one support is yours when you enroll in the Classroom Reset. Now, like I said, be sure to check in next week. I'll share the other surprise with you then. Until then, my name's Elizabeth Peterson. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope this episode inspired you, encouraged you, or gave you a fresh idea to try. And if so, I would love for you to take a screenshot and text it to one of your teaching buddies. I'm so grateful that you landed here with me today, and it would mean the world to me if you would leave me a review over on Apple Podcast. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next episode. This is Elizabeth Peterson reminding you to get inspired so you can be inspiring to your students and enjoy teaching again.